Why is making content so hard for us? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Yo, we're back in the studio talking about short form content on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. A lot of us dread doing it, but it doesn't have to be such a painful process. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you my insight on how to make videos so that you can have a little bit more fun doing it and so that you can grow your social media channels with videos that people care about. I'm not a professional content creator by any means, but I've had okay success on Instagram. I went from 0 to 22K in the last year and a half, so I kind of know what's going on, but at the same time, it's all a mystery because the algorithm always changes and things that work might not work tomorrow. So I kind of know what I'm doing. So I just want to share with you how I got here and the strategies that I took. So hopefully you can apply this and you can also grow your channels as well. All right, let's talk about some main points. First is value and purpose. What purpose does your video bring to the person watching the video? Is it promotional? Is it educational? Is it just for fun with your friends? Like, what is the purpose of this video? You have to identify this because that's gonna dictate how you frame it and how you deliver the message and how you're gonna ultimately show this final product to the viewer who is scrolling on their social media channel. I like to mix my posts between promotional and educational, but mostly on the educational side because educational videos tend to get better views and also more people are likely to share it versus trying to promote something. People always feel slightly reluctant in getting something sold to them because everyone is trying to sell something these days online. So what I like to do is try and build in some of that promotional in a subtle way so that it's indirect and people are more likely to just watch the whole video and ask a question after they see it versus if you say, hey, buy this now, people are gonna probably scroll away at the second you say, hey, buy this, right? So a strategy I use is I just showcase what I do. I show how it's done. I talk about the products that were used to make it. And if people like what they see on the screen, then they ask me, hey, where can I buy that? Most of the time, people just come to my page to learn about how to press a shirt, how to do embroidery, how to make a tech pack, all the stuff that has to do with streetwear brand running and not directly what I sell. And that's okay because my persona online is trying to be an educator, so it does fit that bill. But I also sell clothing as a living, so I have to make sure that I'm not just teaching people how to do stuff because that kind of forces my brand to revolve around just teaching and not brand building for myself. And check out my Instagram if you want to see some of the videos that I'm talking about because I mix between promotional and educational a lot. That's kind of like my bread and butter. So yeah, just go to my Instagram, leave it right here, go check it out. And make sure that whenever you make something, don't focus on selling. The selling should just happen naturally because of the videos that you're making. You shouldn't have to directly say, hey, buy this. So keep that in mind when you're doing promotional posts. The first few seconds of a video is the most important part, also known as the hook. So in my videos, I typically come in with a fast zoom, speed ramp, or some kind of motion so that the video already has something going on, even if what I'm doing in the video is very static. And this is a good strategy because when you're scrolling and you see something static, you're less likely to stick to that because it just doesn't look very interesting to the person watching. You can also use captions so that people have to read text, and that usually keeps people in the video for at least 1 to 3 seconds, which is way better than someone just seeing a random person working, having no idea what's going on in the video and scrolling past without giving that person a chance. So mix between movement, speed ramps, captions, anything else you can think of that can capture someone's attention in the first 2 seconds is really key. And this is why typically when you see people just post random videos of no context, no text, no nothing, no one watches that because no one knows what the hell's going on and people aren't gonna give you the benefit of the doubt to watch 3 seconds of not knowing what's happening. Equipment is another big thing. You don't need professional equipment to make content. You just need your phone, a tripod, and some good lighting, and you can just get started with that. I have some different lighting, like right now I have a lighting to my left, which is this light box right here, and I can move it around here, and you can see like it changes the sharpness of my face of this side because I have natural lighting over here. You can learn most of this on YouTube. Obviously, like I'm not a professional in any way, but I'm trying to learn and make my videos better and better, and lighting is one of the most essential things. I'm gonna put this back right here. But lighting is one of the most essential things because if you light up your scene correctly, your quality of video is gonna go up, it looks more professional, and people are more likely to watch that versus a poorly dim lit video. People might just kind of pass on that. So keep that in mind when you record. And I just use my iPhone when I record. I have a camera back here that I used in the beginning, but to be honest, I don't use this anymore because it takes too long to set this up if I want to change angles a lot. And also, I don't like going from camera to software to phone versus if I can just shoot everything in my phone and edit in CapCut, I can get it done like 10 times faster. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. It's like literally exponentially faster. So streamline the way you do it, because that way you can repeat it every day when you have to make a video. And another equipment that I recommend is a really good tripod. So the tripod that I have, I'm able to change angles easily. I can change the height easily, and it gives me a lot of options on shots. And that's important because when you shoot a video, you want to change between different angles so that there's different things to focus on in each frame. And having a tripod that you can go up and down fast, sideways, maybe even like overhead, that gives you more dynamic range with your shots, and then that also makes your videos more captivating. So yeah, I recommend investing in a good tripod, good lights, and just learn to use your phone for content. And one more thing, if you're unsure of how to work with lighting, look up videos on YouTube, because there are so many people that teach you how to do this. And that's the beautiful thing about YouTube, is you can literally look up anything, and that's how I learned how to light up my scenes. So check out lighting for YouTube videos, lighting for content. I'm sure you can find some great information with just that. Number 4, don't get caught up on perfectionism. I know you want to make it perfect. You want your videos to be the highest quality possible, but the unfortunate truth is you're gonna post a video and you're gonna probably get like 500 plays, 1,000 plays. Maybe if you're lucky, 10,000, but was it worth all that trouble just to get 500 plays on a video? Absolutely not. You should focus more on completing projects and posting, because getting used to that is way more important than focusing on one video that takes you 5 months to produce. 5 months is obviously exaggerating, but that's kind of the point, is you have to be able to repeat this fast, because social media doesn't wait for anybody. You have to show up every day. You have to post very often. And it can get very exhausting, especially if you're trying to perfect everything. So that's why, even though in the beginning, I really wanted to make everything perfect and I hesitated to post, but that's just stopping you from getting started. And getting started is actually one of the hardest things, because you're putting yourself out there and you're afraid, you're concerned, something is stopping you from getting started. So try and get over that, get over yourself, start posting. It's okay if it's not perfect, because you're gonna make that next video better than that first video you made, and then that third video is gonna be better than the second video, and you're just gonna get better and better. So don't sweat perfectionism, and just get started. And the last point I wanna talk about is you gotta make it fun for yourself. If you don't wanna do a stupid dance trend, don't do it. If you don't wanna do some lip syncing stuff, don't do any of that shit that you don't care about. You have to make videos that you actually enjoy making, or else you're gonna burn out, or you're just gonna not care about doing it after a certain point, because you're pretending to do something that you're not even interested in doing. And that was one of the things that I learned maybe like a couple months into it, was I have to make videos that I enjoy, or else I don't care about putting more effort into it. Find some creators that you like and try and like take note of what you like about them, and then just emulate what they do before you can find your own style, your own voice. But make something that you're proud of, make something that you enjoy, and that way every day when you pick up that camera to shoot something, you're more likely to finish your project than just shoot a couple of videos and be like, man, fuck this, I'm out. I don't give a fuck about this. So that's another important thing. And the longevity of making videos, content creation, you have to make it enjoyable for yourself. I hope you all found this video to be helpful. I know there's so much more I can talk about with content creation, but I just wanted to get this video out there so that you can start thinking about how to strategize differently and pick up some tips and tricks that I learned myself. If you have any contributions to this topic, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear what you do, what works for you. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work for you, then what are we all doing here, right? If y'all want me to break down some of the videos that I've made on Instagram that has performed really well, let me know in the comments, and I can definitely do a breakdown of like my thought process, the creation process, and even go over some of the edits so I can talk to you about how I put it all together. And if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends so that more people can find me on the YouTube. If y'all want to support my channel further, I got all my clothing on IKendoit.Shop, where you can find my LA hat, vision shirt, house stuff, all the good stuff you've seen on my channel. I sell it on my store, and I also got links to my heat press, embroidery machine, all the equipment. So if you want to check out any of that, I'll leave it in the description box below. And as always, everyone, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll catch you all next time.